Hi guys, welcome back to another book review, and it's of City Spies by James Ponti. This book starts in Brooklyn, but before I get in there, I'm just gonna tell you a bit about, my new books. So I got 4 new books from the local bookstore, which is Kids Books, and it's just a couple of blocks away. And guys, guess what? Summer's here! I'm so happy because summer is my favorite season. You get to go to the beach, go swimming even sometimes, have picnics, and read books. One of the best parts, and play soccer. Okay, so this book, the main character is Sarah Martinez. She is 12-year-old. She's a computer genius, and she hacks into her foster parents' account to show where they've been spending their money, which is illegal sources because they've been given money by the government to take care of the foster kids, which they foster about, I'm not sure, like a lot at least, and they've been using it to spend on their own. But the plan backfires. Parents find out, and she's going to be sent to Juneville Detention Center. However, she is rescued by 2 MI6 kid agents. One of them's name is Enter Mother. I know, the name is Mother. That caught me off guard, guys. A man named Mother. It says a man named Mother in this book, and also Sydney, which is another kid agent. They all have their skills. Sydney is very resourceful. Later we meet Paris, Rio, and Kat, which they're code names. So she's been recruited to work on a secret mission. Apparently Charlotte, a former team member actually left the team before they had a field operation. They were supposed to protect the world's one of the richest man. His name is Stravo Sinclair. He hasn't been seen for a long time. He's a rich businessman. He owns Sinclair Scientifica, yeah. And their job is to protect him. There'll be people from agencies all over the world. So, clearly Sinclair Scientifica is being targeted by a group called the Purple Thumb. So at all of the crime scenes, Sinclair Scientifica has been attacked in the previous years multiple times in different, they use mythological, sorry for that word vomit, but mythological, okay, I'm just gonna say mythological name. So for example, they have a campus named Asgard, and they have other ones that if you read the book, you'll know. So basically their job is just to protect Sinclair. One of the parts I didn't like about this book, well, I'll get more on that later, but so basically they have 2 weeks to train her. She's going to be the computer expert, and they have to make sure that Charlotte's team, which is Kinloch Abbey, a local private school that's also very expensive, they go to that school. They have to make sure the team from Kinloch Abbey doesn't win. This is not really realistic because, well, I guess I can't really complain about that because 12-year-old kids usually aren't spies. But I'm pretty sure if it was a real spy agency, they just wouldn't let someone who didn't want to go on the mission just to run off because, she could tell the criminals, right? But it's a kid's book. I guess I'm too judgy, so I just continue reading. So basically their mission to protect Stravo Sinclair is a go, but they find something very shocking because there's been information revealing that Stravo Sinclair is actually related to the Purple Thumb. Why would he do that? Well, some say he is La Fantôme. Wow, that's such a cool name. But La Fantôme is the head of the Purple Thumb and a criminal that has never been caught on camera, I believe, or seen or anything. La Fantôme. Wow, that's cool. If you were wondering, that means the Phantom, I think, in French. I should have learned more in French immersion class. I remember there was a lesson on that. And so basically, they find out that actually a deadly virus has been stolen from 2 agents, secret agents, and they know that they're gonna release it, and they have to stop it in time. I'm not gonna go any further because this is a non-spoiler review, but whether they'll make it in time, that's a different story. So as I said, they're all code names. So Sydney, Australia, Paris, where the main chunk of the story happens, Cat, I think that's somewhere in Nepal. Charlotte, I'm not sure where Charlotte is, and Rio de Janeiro, the Brazilian thing, capital of Brazil, I think, yeah. I need to get my pronunciations right. Anyway, I'm just gonna put this down. Sorry. My likes and dislikes for this book. Well, I have to say this was not nearly as impressive as I thought, because I found that throughout this book, the characters, there's no real character change. So at the start of the book, it's all physical change. So because at the start of the book, Sarah was originally already like pretty much good at everything. She's like good at climbing, she's good at computers, but at the end of the story, it's the same. So there's no real character change in the story. I mean, I understand it's a kid's book, but a lot of kids' books have good character development, which is one thing that I really don't like about books nowadays. They don't have character development. That's a dislike. What I like about this book, well, there's certainly a lot of action, and the spy stuff is pretty cool, I have to say. Deadly virus and all that, and the ending was pretty unexpected. Some of the scenes were rather gruesome. A stack of skeletons staring at you is not something you really want to think about every day in a summer picnic. But what I also dislike about this book is, as I said, the sense of realism, but also I think that personally for me, when you talk about a certain subject, especially if you even give a name like MI6, like it doesn't have to be a historical novel, but I think that you should at least give them a sense of realism, because like this MI6 seems pretty much not very smart, just saying. But that's just an outside comment that I want to put in. But overall, it is quite an enjoyable book. Definitely not my favorite, though. Personally, for me, I didn't like it that much because there's just something about this book that there is no change. It's very predictable. You know what's gonna happen. Bang, 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 bang. It's basically a lot of similar events just smashed into a book. There's a story, but there is no characterial story. So you don't see at the end of the book. I'll give you an example, right? Say it was a different book and someone else wrote it, then maybe at the start of the book she didn't have any friends, or she's really bad at making friends. But at the end of the book, she is really good at making friends. She has her own friends, who's someone she can call family, and she's not as shy and she talks to other people now. So you know what I mean, like there's a change in the character's personality. There's no change in this book, but as I said, that is definitely a huge letdown for me. And there's no main storyline, I think, at least for me. It's just a sack of events stacked together in this book, but I guess some would think that's enjoyable, but definitely not very enjoyable for me. So I would give this 3.5. 3.5 out of 5. That is my rating. If you have read this book, let me know in the comments below what you think about it. And if you haven't, and if you do want to read it and you have read it, please tell me in the comments below what you thought about it. As always, thanks for watching Chapter 1. Have a good quarantine summer, and thanks for watching. And please like and subscribe. Okay, thanks for watching.